Hey howdy, hey partners, I'm super excited today because we have the brand new Jetpack Adventure Buzz Lightyear. Let's get into it.
I am Socks, your personal companion robot, and I regret having joined you.
You're watching Today I Grew Up, Lightyear Edition. Enjoy the review. You can also click the card here in the corner of your screen, and that'll take you to all the Lightyear toy reviews that I'm reviewing on this channel. Here it is, a brand new Buzz for 2023. We have from Mattel Jetpack Adventure Buzz Lightyear. It is Buzz in his beta suit, which is supposed to be the same suit from Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. Here it says Jetpack Adventure Buzz Lightyear. It says Elite Universe Protection Unit, and it's got the rest of our characters there in the beta suits, like the Buzz Lightyear ones, which we saw at the end of the movie of Lightyear. If you've seen it, you see them all kind of coming out dressed like this Toy Story Buzz outfit. The classic greens, purples, even the gray area. It just looks, it's supposed to be the Toy Story Buzz suit, which is crazy. Jetpack Adventure Buzz Lightyear, 20 plus sounds and phrases. And here in the back, you can see the wings are kind of like, they don't hang down too far, so it's cool that it kind of goes up. We'll inspect that later. Down here it says, all right, Space Rangers, here we go. And some other figures we can collect. So basically what it can do from what I'm seeing here is that it has a really cool wings, pop-out wings feature, has some talking features, and that's about it. It's a pretty basic, straightforward Buzz. What I did notice for the box art packaging, you can press the button now.
All right, Space Rangers, here we go.
That is a pretty cool feature. Like if you're in the store and you pop out Buzz's wings like that, it'll motivate you to buy it, I think, because it's like, oh cool, his wings pop out, and you can test that without opening him out of the box, which I think is really neat. And one thing I noticed already, it's got a red light there and a green light there. So at least they tried with those details. And guess what? We finally got Lightyear on the chest. Finally, Mattel, thank you for listening to the fans. Here's the manual. According to the manual, it comes with these LR44 batteries, 3 of them. It already comes with batteries, so you don't have to buy them. It's cool that it says this product is equipped with an automatic shutoff feature that helps preserve battery life, which is pretty good to have. Here's Buzz Lightyear. Doesn't look too crazy. Oh.
That's what the kids call epic fail.
The head sculpt kind of looks exactly like what we've already gotten from Mattel. Nothing too different. He does look a little happier. I will admit that. The eyes look a little blue. And I do like the details of the suit. You have Lightyear on the chest, which I really admire. The buttons here are fake, so they don't do anything. All the talking features and wing deployment is going to be activated with this red button here. Everything else, it's a pretty basic figure. I will say it does feel like the best one that we got from Mattel, but you know, it's still going to be a little cheapy hollow plastic. It is pricey. This one costs $45. Here I noticed that the laser is not real. Kind of a disappointment, you know. We just get this caution sticker and it looks like, you know, fake red painted plastic. There's no actual laser on him. It would have been cool if Mattel at least would have given us some LED lights there for that. A quick laser sound would have been nice, but we don't have that here. Another thing I don't understand is why didn't Mattel give us a wrist communicator that opens? It looks like we have the ability to open it. It even has a little latch and the little line, but we can't open it. Here's the Think Wait Twice, for example. How much money would that cost to, you know, just have a fold out and a sticker? That would have been really fun just to have something pop out. And it doesn't even have to make noise or anything, but that's something I wish Mattel would have given us here as well. We have a closed fist that's just closed and one's kind of open, but we're missing a lot of paint details as far as like the purples. You know, the Toy Story suit, this is supposed to be Buzz's Toy Story suit inspired, and we're missing the purples like Buzz would have on his fingertips and, you know, on the lines there of the gloves. There should be purple there. There's nothing there. Obviously the white legs are accurate to Buzz from Toy Story, except for the bottom here. We are missing green paint here on the top of the shoe. I think that would have been a pretty simple thing to add. We didn't get that from Mattel this time. We did get purple on the bottom. Again, we're missing some green details here in the back. Here's the back of him. It's pretty basic, and I wish we would have gotten some LED lights, but I do like the proportions of him. His jetpack proportion with his chest here and his head. So they did try to give us some cool movie-inspired replica details, but if you have a model from Toy Story, which is supposed to be, you know, the suit's supposed to be the Toy Story Buzz suit, I just wish they gave us a little bit more for the price since it's close to $50. But I am happy to report that we have the Space Ranger logo here on this side And on the other side, we do have the laser. Even though it's just a sticker, at least it's something. I like that pattern textured detail here on the purple here. We got that there, and also on the head covering, we get that kind of a rough texture. So it kind of looks like it could be a cloth material, but it's just plastic, which is cool. And of course, he's got his high pressured space wings. That was fun testing the wings there.
Alright, Space Rangers, here we go.
So these wings do feel a little plastic and flimsy. It reminds me of like when Woody first touched Buzz's wings and he's like, "You can't fly, these are plastic." It does feel like cheapy plastic. It's a little too thin and does feel flimsy. But at least I'm happy to report that it works every time. It's not like the wings jam or anything. It does work really well. And the cool thing is the wings go down like this, and you can see it pushes in just like the Toy Story collection wings. So that is pretty cool, because they could have been a little bit, I guess, lazy in design and left it like this, like the Jetpack Liftoff Buzz, but they went the extra mile and gave us that option. So that is something I really respect from Mattel. Thank you for doing that, because it makes me feel like you tried you tried to give us something quality, especially because we're paying $45. You know, it's close to $50. It's not cheap. So I like to have deluxe features like that, because we are paying customers and we want to be happy with our toys. This did come with one accessory, which is a removable helmet. So it's very simple. The helmet just goes on top like this. It snaps in, and although it's not my favorite design, you know, I much prefer like the Disney store where it kind of opens halfway, or the Takara Tomy Buzz I just reviewed that opens halfway. It's still cool. I'm glad that they did include it, because it really completes the suit. You know, when he's coming out and he looks like Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story, we need to have the helmet, because the helmet completes the look for this suit, for the beta suit, especially because he's part of the Elite Protection Unit. You know, we didn't get a gun blaster or anything like that, but it's cool because, you know, if this is supposed to be the Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story suit, then we don't really need accessories, so I'm okay with that. I just really like the wing popping action and the option of the helmet.
Ready yourselves for launch.
Because to me, this looks more like Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. The human form in the Buzz Lightyear suit. Pretty wild, huh? Very cool, though. I never thought we would ever get this toy in existence. You know, because why? Like, but having it in hand and watching Lightyear, it kind of makes sense to have it, especially if you're building your Lightyear collection. Plus, it's cool to see the design that supposedly inspired the cartoon series spinoff in Andy's world to create the Buzz Lightyear that we know from Toy Story. So that's a pretty neat crossover, but it's cool to see human Buzz in a Toy Story inspired Buzz Lightyear suit. Very cool. And I'm really curious to hear what your thoughts are in the comments section below. I did buy this on Amazon and it got shipped to my house pretty fast, but I wonder, did they throw my box? Because something sounds broken in his leg. It doesn't mean anything is wrong with Buzz, because everything I tested on him works, but it's just weird. Mine has like a broken little plastic piece in his leg. Maybe I can get that out one day. This head does not move 360, but it does rotate pretty far, so you have pretty nice side to side. There options for this Buzz. Articulations, these are all going to be very similar to what we've already gotten from Mattel. You know, we do have the elbow joint that comes in, that comes out. You do have 360 here on the arm rotation, so that's good. You do have a swing out as well, so there's pretty good range of motion for that. 360 here on the wrist, so it's nice that you have a swing out too here at the shoulder. You can go in and out. So I do enjoy all those articulations. It does make this figure worth it, because then you have a lot of cool posing capabilities with this Buzz because of all those bends, which is pretty cool. We do have some good posing there with Buzz. Waist articulation, he does have 360 actually at the waist, so that's cool. There's no ab crunch, there's no rotation up here, just here at the waist. It's cool that Buzz can move side to side, and I do like that a lot. And then also here at the legs, hopefully we have some good rotation. Yep, we have forward and back, no problems. We have no ratchet at the knees, but they do bend really nicely. Buzz also has this cool 360 here at the knee joint, so that's pretty awesome rotation. Here at the bottom, there is a little bit of movement at the ankle, which I'm really happy about. No side swivel, but there is forward and there is back. A little limited, but hey, that's pretty awesome articulation. And he also has really cool swing out. He can do the splits as well, so that's pretty cool. So no complaints there with the articulation there on the legs or the knees. I think that's plenty articulation. So that has a lot going for it in terms of mobility. And now I'd like to test out his 20 plus sounds and phrases.
Ready yourselves for launch. I'll take those odds. Our sensors have detected valuable resources on an uncharted planet. All right, Space Rangers, here we go. Roger that. Hyperspeed, here I come. To infinity and beyond. We're going to blast our way out of here. Whoa. Wow. You have to keep your guard up and your head on a swivel. Roger that. To infinity and beyond. Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Coming, Star Command. We're going to blast our way out of here. Roger that. Hyperspeed, here I come. Commander, status! Whoa. Hold on!
That generally is what it says. I did notice a lot of swooshing sounds and flying sounds, like ship sounds. I think that's because, this is a jetpack adventure buzz, so you're supposed to be flying him around. So I guess it makes sense why they put a lot of those swooshing and spaceship sounds. It makes sense, but I wish I would have heard a little bit more dialogue personally. But at least he says to infinity and beyond, which is very classic. He does mention Star Command, so there is some classic phrases in there. So I do appreciate that. I think overall it's a great voice box. It's pretty fun, and it serves its purpose for what this toy is intended for. Some Buzz Lightyear comparisons. We have the Jetpack Liftoff Buzz Lightyear with the brand new Jetpack Adventure Buzz and the Takara Tomy Japanese Buzz that I just got and reviewed on this channel, which I love. And you can just kind of see they're all basically the same. It's just, this is definitely closer to the Mattel one that we already got proportion-wise, but it is a new sculpt and design. You can just see completely different than the others. So there is some redesign going on at Mattel. It's not like they're releasing the same things over and over again. There are differences in the face sculpt and the colors of the purples and the greens, obviously. Here in the back, although we were missing some details on the jetpack, they tried. And I do like, you can see how on this one, they didn't even try to bend the wings further in. And at least on this one, this new one, we have that option. So that looks a lot cleaner. So I do appreciate that from Mattel. They did a good job on that. One thing I did notice is I like the Space Ranger sticker better on this one over this one. It's a little too small. But, little complaints. I'm obviously most happy about the Lightyear on the chest, finally, because that is very key to Buzz Lightyear, in my opinion, for toys. Another thing I want to compare is the wings. See, they pop out. And you can see the wings are actually pretty much the same size. It's definitely skinnier here on this new one. If you put the wings side by side, they're exactly the same size. I don't really see one being shorter than the other. Basically the same. They look cool. They're just different, obviously. And yeah, very nice. And it's pretty cool to see. The one thing I did notice is this height of the wings are a little higher here on the jetpack than they are on this other one. They're a little lower, the wings on the Jetpack Liftoff. But keep in mind, these are supposed to be two completely different suits. And we do see that here with the designs. This here is really trippy to look at because this is the suit that's supposed to have been inspired by this, or vice versa in Andy's world. So this is pretty trippy to look at. It's really cool to see Thinkway Toys Buzz next to this Lightyear human Buzz trying to be this Buzz, which is kind of crazy. And you can just see how different the proportions are. This one's supposed to be like a cartoon, supposedly, in Andy's world. And, and you can see here how I left one wing out. It's just like the design here on Mattel.
Ready yourselves for launch.
How it's just like Thinkway Toys, so you can see that difference. The one thing I wish, like I said from Mattel, I wish they would put the lights in like they did here on Thinkway Toys. You have the little light bulbs that blink. especially with the real laser that works here and the wingtips light up. So this is why this is the best buzz, but I just wish they would have given us a laser. I wish they could have given us light on the wingtips, but you can't have it all, right? And this is always cool that you can open it instead of just, you know, removing it completely. But like I said, it's cool that they at least included a helmet. I think for the price, if they didn't include the helmet, I would not be as happy with it. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Now we can look at the wingspan here with Buzz and with Mattel.
All right, Space Rangers, here we go.
I'm Buzz Lightyear. No, I'm Buzz Lightyear. Guys, you're both Buzz Lightyear. True. All right, so let's look at the back. Wow, what a difference between Mattel and Thinkway Toys. Like I said, you know, obviously it's a different design, but you can just see how at least they could have given us these little details, like from Toy Story Buzz here. Not too hard. I mean, we could probably custom modify that, but you know, we get what we get sometimes. Here, the grays would have been nice to be applied there. So I may custom mod this in the future, like add missing green down here on the boots here. So that could be added in the future. But for now, it's pretty cool and neat to have both versions. I definitely like having this version as well to go with my Toy Story Buzz. It's just really fun and neat to look at the differences between the Buzz designs and what Pixar has done to bring the story of Buzz Lightyear to life again in a different way, you know, from human form to the animations we grew up loving with the movies of Toy Story. So yeah, very cool, and it was very fun to compare both. And in the future, I may do a toy battle between these two, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is always going to win for me. Well, partners, I hope you enjoyed this review of the new Jetpack Adventure Buzz Lightyear from Mattel for 2023. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm super happy to add it to the collection. It's very cool to see the classic nostalgic Toy Story Buzz outfit, beta suit, here for us to add to our collection. And I got to give it to Mattel. Thank you for giving us awesome wings and for the Lightyear on the chest. That to me makes this toy worth it, especially with the addition of the helmet included. Makes this Buzz super amazing. As always, partners, thank you so much for watching, liking, and commenting on these videos. It really helps support what I do here on YouTube. If you'd like to continue to support me on this journey, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted for future videos on this channel, and I'll see you, partners, on the next video review.
You weren't the real Buzz Lightyear, you're an action figure!
You are a sad, strange little man. You are a sad, strange little man.
You are a child's plaything! Hey, Ham, look! I'm Picasso!
I don't get it.